Bend back your culture, slide it over our delicate selves. You listen for the heartbeat, but it never comes. Listening with your own conversations, Bob Marley in the background. The tired villager's eyes measured you out, watched your bouncy step and well-kept feet, your tireless, careless lives. A man could go crazy in a place like this. A young Korean woman returning from Saigon would, as luck would have it, she'd fallen in love with a broken poet, asked me to read his poem of love lost, and tell her accordingly what I thought. I read his damned poem and put forward this theory, take it as you will. Some people have lost everything, family, friends, sweetheart, to war, their country. They live tortured lives, and so they write, or paint, or drink, and so on. I told her the poem wasn't important, but the writing of it was. She didn't understand, she wasn't happy. A blank naivete crossed her face like a solitary storm cloud. She wanted romance, not pain. A man could go crazy in a place like this. In the Miyu Cafe, the jukebox squeezed out a tired, nostalgic 60s beat. The electric blue riff of a guitar floated through conversations, lessening all. Eyes floated in a pin-cushioned darkness, and from somewhere the smell of hot dogs. The bar girls were young, nutmeg brown and beautiful without being flawless. All insatiably breathless, they left everything to the imagination of dull-witted males, propped around the bar in various attitudes of repose, like discarded glove puppets. One of them, face of a ventriloquist dummy, turned to me, and a weather-beaten smile dropped out of his head like a prize. At the bar, geez, I love this country. An American tourist, forehead like a tumor, set his beady blue eyes on the waitress's thighs and sank another tequila. Her boyfriend watched from a darkened corner, as he did most nights, waiting for his beautiful girl to finish her late shift. The American gestured with a lazy, clumsy finger for her to fill his glass. She poured, ignoring the sexual intensity of his stare. "Hey, America, go home, huh?" He let off a slow sneer. "Who the fuck are you, asshole?" We argued with the fake intensity of Ivy League college graduates before I struck him sweetly. His conceit disintegrated beneath the wave of panic, his face falling in on itself. I think he saw in me the end of him, and I in him the end of me. He slunk off the bar, desperately wounded. I knew that night the waitress and a man would make the sweetest of love. Whiskey dripped in my veins like hot ambition, and my skin crawled with the fever of cockroaches. The bankrupt cultures of 100 places met at the Khao Road. People spilt their guts to anyone who listened, and then left forgotten. You thought you had something to tell the grandchildren, but it's all been said. Have we taken everything? The appropriation of another's dream? Little girl, night dress, get undressed, jawohl. It hurts, jawohl. A man could go crazy in a place like this. The bar girl's face took me by surprise. It moved between beautiful and ugly, and at no time did it rest. I didn't have a chance. Her eyes took me in, and for the briefest of moments I drowned, perhaps because I wanted to. She moved with the elegance of a secret sigh. Midnight hair caressed her face and spoke of nights without time. The shift of her skirt mesmerized all. I'd loved her forever. "This is crazy, this is crazy," a German muttered to no one in particular. I resolved to make her acquaintance. Time passed as one long pause. I know penny anti-dandy man. The night's cloying sadness drew in and settled on the spirit like a spider's thread wound tight around the heart. I purveyed the rosebud in front of me. Only the whiskey burning in my veins kept the soul alive. cut through loneliness, left hope to fester. On the cow sand, shards of neon splintered the mind's eye. An hallucinogenic thoughtlessness descended on all. Hawkers, gypsy boys for sale, solitary traffic cops starched too tightly, Indian tailors, barbed and cautious, hollow-eyed taxi drivers, dogs too tired to bark, the hate filled the halls. A man could go crazy in a place like this. A lyrical conversation, much practiced, struck up between two casual travelers. Been here long? The ganja groove, that dead rhythm, cloud rush of dry fever, light and heavy, all at once. Smoke it out, face like a monkey, face like a dog. It was funny once, but tonight I need the sweet taste of my honey's honey. An inner voice whispered harshly, "There's no future in just dreaming, kid. Get the hell out of there." My eyes said goodbye and something else. I wandered aimlessly down through a dark, dank soil, mind ache shaking a tear free for comfort. I was no blabbing, blubbing vaudeville, no backstreet clown soaked in booze, but nevertheless two ignoble streaks of self-pity. A beggar's golden eye caught mine. No pity there. Drifting heavy, a scent of orchids, sawdust and damp shit, less filth than the slither of nightlife. A rat scudded to a halt, insolent eyes, soft shadow at my elbow, leading nowhere, fear riding shotgun. The German's voice again, that's the madhouse. You remember those nights, whiskey haze, looking back, tasting, memories at dawn. The eyes of strange lovers, lost. The slow moments, precious. Crazy love songs, the lullaby of rain. Hand in hand, cradled. The mystery of love lost.